What is up, everybody? It's Dick. We're here in the shop and we have some cool stuff today to talk about. What I want to tell you right now is that in the next week, I'm actually going to throw another upload up of working on Marcella's Falcon. If you guys remember that car from a couple of videos ago. Yeah, we're almost done with some of the front end stuff. We got some cool stuff figured out. I just wanted to make a more concise, full, finished video instead of throwing you up some finished, half-assed finished shit. So this is something I'm really pumped about. I've done some videos with it before, but now I've bought my own. And what I'm talking about is the Autool CT 150. Let me flip the camera around. Boom, got it. Pretty pumped on it. If you guys have seen the other videos I have, maybe you haven't, I'll throw them at the end of the video. You can click on them, but basically I've used this. My buddy has one, Brett, and he's let me use it, and you know, it's at his business, so I don't want to freaking continue messing with his crap. And man, they're reasonable enough that I feel like I'm going to use it or help my friends enough that it's totally worthwhile. It was like 410 bucks on Amazon. I'll throw the link below. I do the affiliate marketing thing, so if you guys use my link to buy this or anything else, I'll get a small commission, and it might help me out a little bit, so it's pretty cool. Here is some injectors to clean for my friend John. I was covering the addresses, completely forgot that our addresses are on here. But yeah, so we have some injectors to actually clean. So I think it'd be perfect to unbox this SOB and then slam some injectors through it and kind of go through the whole process. What I have here is just some mineral spirits, and then I also have the backup sea foam. These aren't proper things. Honestly, there are more proper, but John needs his injectors back, and these will work. I've used them in prior episodes, but I did some more research and I talked to some friends. And one of the buddies that I have that had like a really successful high performance shop, he gave me some links to some really good injector cleaners, and he actually uses it. There's different things for as far as flowing them, checking them, and then also for cleaning them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that stuff here soon. I have to order it from the company. It's not even, I don't think you can get it like you can't even order on their website. Like, you have to call them. So we'll do that, which is hilarious because to me that just seems like so old school now. But we'll go ahead and flip you guys up on the wall here, and we'll start cracking open this box, which is, let's be honest, the most fun thing ever. So let's get to it. Sweet, everything was packaged up really nice. Here's your little rail with the pressure indicator. These are the holders for up top so you can do the sonic bath. It's got the connectors for the injectors, your little funnel. Yeah, I'm gonna break into it a little bit here and then bring you guys back. Everything was packaged super well, which is awesome. It's definitely not cheap. It's cheap for what it is, I think, but it's not a, not a small purchase for 400 bucks or whatever. Sweet. So we got a lot of the stuff to sort through. Not too bad. Get some little things like this power cord. There's some nice little tape that I'm not going to use because I would rather use some thread paste. Good enough right there. One thing I wanted to do here was actually take this panel off, because to me, when I was using my friend's machine, I was kind of curious. I didn't know like how, if this was connected to the measuring tubes or what, and it's not. You can see here you have this hose that comes from the ultrasonic cleaner down and then to this drain valve. So that's what's going to drain your ultrasonic cleaner, which is cool. And then use the two different fluids like we're talking about. Use the one up here for the cleaning and then one for the measuring. I believe you can fill, see, this actually has like a Bosch pump in it too. It has like a legit Bosch pump. So that's pretty rad, it's pretty quality. This is the tank for the tubes, for the measuring side. And it says that this is the fill tube, I believe. So I don't know, like I filled from the tubes the last time. It actually just poured into here. I don't know if that was improper. It might have been, but I think maybe this is where you can drain from. The thing I had on his machine was I was causing it to leak, and I don't know if I was putting too much fluid in or what I was doing, but this kind of gives you a good look at the back side of it if you don't want to do this to yours or you're just curious if it looks good. But I was actually really surprised to see that it had a nice Bosch pump, and all this looks pretty quality, honestly, pretty nice. So throw our cover back on and get to it. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and get some sea foam in here. We're gonna do the ultrasonic cleaning. This is per the instruction manual, so you should be proud of me. I'm using the manual. What we said in here, we have the sequence they want you to use, which is ultrasonic cleaning, uniformity, sprayability test, leakage test, injector flow test, automatic test. So let's try it. Let's try to follow their rules here, which I'm not great at following rules, and this probably isn't the liquid they want, but this is the liquid they're gonna get, and I think we're gonna be all right. The cool thing is here is this is a budget build for John, and he just kind of wants these things he wants to see if they just work, let alone, you know, perform extremely well. I don't think he's super worried about. So really they said you don't need much. They said 20, was it 20 millimeters? 20 millimeters is about the liquid level they prefer here. Which really isn't that much. They pretty much just want the injector tip pintle to be submerged in there. They don't suggest obviously getting any of this stuff immersed into the sea foam, which is what we're using, but you kind of see here, you can have the injector sit down in it. Should be fine because check that out, we're immersed. Where's my pick? These are some other important injector tools when you're working on this stuff. Like a pick of some sort, and this is a cheap one off Amazon, just for pulling the baskets out. John didn't send any baskets, and honestly, we'll just reverse flush through the injector, just to make sure we're okay. But yeah, you want to change out your baskets, you need something like this. They're like $8 or $10 or something. I'll throw a link down below if you're gonna get into this type of deal. I'd suggest grabbing one of those. If you are going to do anything like this, or you have your buddy do it, whatever, definitely new O-rings. New baskets are cool too, like I said. Not absolutely necessary, but it doesn't hurt. I'm not an expert here. Just bought this machine. Showing you guys how to half-ass use it, and also kind of what it's all about. So we're definitely submerged there. Now here comes the fun part. I'm gonna turn her on. You got power, which is good. Now down here is your menu. You got your ultrasonic cleaning, idle testing, medium speed, blah, 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 all the way down. So we're gonna start with ultrasonic testing, which is this option here, correlates to the menu. So we have number 1, and then it tells you how long it's gonna be working. You have your normal buttons, up and down. Actually, these are up and down for the menu, sorry. And then this doesn't, oh, it does do it. I guess you can do less time, but you can't do more than the suggested. So we're gonna let it run for the 10 minutes. So it'll be 20 minutes total for the 2 sets of injectors. Now it is the probably worst noise in the world, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button, and then the audio is probably going to be drastically lowered. Alright, so we had a little bit of a break. This is the next day, but we finished. I went ahead and ran the second set of 4 injectors through and got them all ultrasonic clean. So now we can basically get to the flowing. It says uniformity sprayability test, but it doesn't really have that. It has like idling test, medium speed test, high speed test, accelerating test, and blah, 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 down to the leak check, and then the idle spray value, blah, 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 down the road. So we'll go through the leak check one. I used it last time and it worked out really good. I like that one. It definitely like puts pressure onto them and make sure that the pinholes aren't leaking, I think is what it's doing. Like I said, I'm not an expert. The only thing I'm gonna have to play with right now is the tip of these to see how it should sit. The little puck that you use to make sure that we're sealing so we can spray them down. So I might have to I'm gonna try them with the caps, and then I'm gonna try without, you know, if I have issues. So we'll see. Actually, it makes more sense without, but then there's no sealing. Like, you know what I mean? The O-ring's not sealing. I don't know. So I'm gonna play with that, and then we'll get set up, and I'll bring you back to spray a little bit. The other thing I need to do, actually, I just remembered, is I need to figure out how to fill this thing with fluid properly. It says down here, that might be the way to go, but I don't know, I feel like it's still easier to fill it in here. You know, you have this little funnel that does not fit with this tube. Oops, sorry. So I'm thinking that the funnel is actually intended for you to just go like that. That's what I did last time with my friends, so I think that's maybe what I'll do right now. And then this little lever actually like allows the fluid to either stay in the test tubes or go back down into the tank. So we'll probably throw some, let's do it right now, screw it. Throw some mineral spirits in here. I'm not gonna go crazy, just gonna put a little bit. I don't see anything leaking yet, so. So we got some Vaseline. This stuff is great for O-rings. You don't need a lot. So a little goes a long way. These O-rings aren't even gonna hit anything, but I'll throw this on these top ones before we put them in this rail up here. Vaseline's good too if you're putting them into the vehicle. I use that a lot. It seems to work okay. I'm sure there's other stuff that people use, but this has worked for me so far. Alright, so what we're getting ready to do here is reverse flush, which is number 11, 9, 10, 11. Get some of these baskets flowed out. Oh. What does help is actually plugging in the injectors. There's another leakage test. Just let it do that for the whole cycle and kind of call that good. So now I'm just going to go through, I'm going to reverse flush all of them. That way we're just on the same step with all the injectors. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm kind of just letting them go here. I'm trying the no disassembly cleaning procedure that's on here. I just kind of keep playing with them. The main thing that I think is the most important is ultrasonic cleaning and the reverse flush. Definitely if you're not doing baskets or the filters, whatever you want to call them at the top, definitely reverse flush. Either way, it's probably a smart idea. But yeah, as far as like just showing you the machine and all that, that's kind of what I wanted to do. If there's anything you guys want to see with it more, I have it, you know what I mean, and I'm willing to do it. I'm still gonna probably do these things for friends or whoever, and it's just a nice tool to have in the shop, so I really dig it. Thank you guys for watching. In the next couple weeks, we'll be throwing down some more videos. Like, I was working on Marcel's car, and I didn't finish it this weekend, so that video is almost done, the 64 Falcon. And then I want to hop back on my C10 pretty soon once I get these injectors done and Marcella's car out of here. I'm going to definitely have more time for something like that, as well as the build, the motor build I've been doing for Alex. So I've been videoing this as well. I don't know if I've showed you guys. It's just a little 5.3 drift car, but so I've been building that and getting ready to throw a cage in his 240. So it's a convertible 240 build with the LS and T56. So it's kind of rad. There's some rad stuff going on. But I just wanted to get this out to you guys, something to check out, and let me know how you guys like it, what you're into. We'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.